Hello, hello, hello. Hope everybody's doing great. Be with you in just a second. Trying to find something right here. Well, there's Mr. James Dockery, George Cunningham. Hey, George, Betty, Michael, Jason, Brandon, David Martin, John Patrick, Richard Ward. We got a lot of good people coming in here tonight. I appreciate y'all joining me in here tonight. Mr. Wampus Cat's out on the water tonight. He said if he gets into some pigs, he'll give us a holler and we'll bring him in and show some fish off. If not, he said he ain't going to bother us. There's Outdoors with Dave, John Patrick III, the Blues, Skip, Jaw Jacker, Buckeye, 812, Ace, Andrew Nixon. Got a lot of people coming in. Let's start it out right by saying God bless America. God bless each and every one of you and your families. I hope y'all having a great day. We have been having some storms. We done had 3 storms to come through here in Kings Mountain. And looks like we might be getting ready to get another. And I hope I don't get trapped up here in the building, have to sleep up here on these old hardwood floors. That wouldn't be good. Ace, what do you know? Andrew, got a lot of good people, guys. Don't forget, hit the thumbs up, hit the share if you like. And let's get this daggum show started. Guys, I don't have a whole lot to go over. I figured I'd answer a lot of questions. I figured you're going to have some questions from Monday night. I give Lyle a call. I waited too late to give him a call. I was going to bring him in too. Just try to go over a few things and answer a few questions that you might have. And if you do, please throw them up. There's JBM. That's a new face, guys. There's Mr. Dexter in here. Appreciate you coming in, Dex. But if you do have any questions, guys, throw them up. I don't have a whole lot to go over tonight. I really didn't know if I was going to even be able to go on this way that it was storming. These evening thunderstorms are really throwing down on us over here in North Carolina. Wampus Cat said he run through a bad one headed to the lake, but he's run out of it, and hopefully it'll stay quiet for them and they don't get caught out there in no lightning storms. We've been having some mean ones. Mr. Big Nasty's coming in. What do you think? What do you know, my friend? What do you know? I hope everybody's doing great. I figured tonight will be some more basically question and answers and some talk about future shows. This show is not leaving. I will still be. There's D in the house and Chad, Headhunters. Yeah, we've been getting hammered with some storms, and but this show's still going to stay on, guys. There's Mike, but I'm going to be making some changes. You know, like we said, I'll be joining Catfish Weekly as a co-host there, and I'm looking forward to it. I appreciate all of y'all's support for that. There's muskrats in the house. But going to make some changes. I want to do a chat room thing. I've been working with this green screen that's I got going on. An elf. Well, I'm about 6 foot. I don't know. I'll be a pretty tall elf. I don't play elf too good. I don't role play either. Oh, guys, y'all funny. But yeah, there's going to be some changes made. I want to get back to some of the DIYs, the FYI videos for some good information. I'm going to start bringing some of y'all, more of y'all in and doing some shout outs, shows, because I think that y'all deserve it. Y'all have actually been in here supporting my channel for a long time. A lot of you been in here since day one. Some of you's new. And if you are new to the channel, thank you for joining us. Guys, we share what we call share the bait around here. And that's if you're new, go check out each channel. Subscribe if you want. I know they'd love to have you in here. We got a lot of them bumping close to 1,000. The ones that's close to 1,000, let's see if we can get you on up. The ones that's coming on, let's see if we can get you a little more subscribers and get you to where you want your channel to be. You got goals set. Each one of us has goals set as what we want to be on the YouTube. As far as subscribers, I actually hit mine so I could go live the next time I get to go fishing. And that was that meant a lot to me. There's Kentucky Outdoors. I don't know if Kentucky's hit 1,000 yet, but let's see if there's new people in here that's not subscribed to Kentucky Catman Outdoors. Let's get him to 1,000. And guys, anybody that's planning on coming to the tournament next year, there's Michael, the YouTube tournament next year. Please, let's work on each other's channel, get them to 1,000 so everybody can go live without having to use StreamYards or Streamlabs on their phones to go live. And also, Fishing with the Chad is doing a couples YouTube tournament. And so check him out, check his channel out, and see what that's all about. I think it's going to be a fun tournament. I think it's going to be a lot of BS talk going on, but I think it's going to be a fun tournament and even fun for the people that's going to be watching it. So, Chad, we wish you luck with it. Anything I can do to help you out, my friend. I'm trying to talk the wife into going fishing with me, but she's not. She ain't into doing all that fishing. Appreciate that, Chad. And Chad put up a link. What's up, Richard? Put up a link to the stuff about your tournament coming up. I don't know why this thing sometimes don't want to keep up with chat. So everybody can find out what information they need to be. There's Mr. Glenn. Glenn, give me a call tomorrow, if you don't mind. There's Catmandu Outdoors. I want to talk to Mr. Glenn about getting him in a show also. Guys, and I don't know, I know there's a lot of you probably seen it when I brought them out earlier, but I do want to share something with y'all that a lot of night fishing is going on now, bank fishing and boat fishing, and some kayak fishermen out there. I think it's a little dangerous out there at night, but let's see. I'm trying to hope I don't miss her. Joe Buck. I don't want to miss none of y'all stuff tonight. Yeah, Mr. Doctor, you don't know my wife. I'll let you talk to her all you want. I don't know if you're going to get anywhere with her any more than I will. Oh, yeah. Big Ness said he's going to dress in some of them leggings, too. Oh, I don't want to see that. I'm sorry. I don't want to see that. There's Avids in the house. No. We'll get you a pair of leggings, Jeff, but please wear them off camera. Or prepare us ahead of time. Anyway, the night fishing part of it, I know a lot of us worry about trying to find what lights we can use that don't break the bank and are reliable. Let's see. Avid's going to have Chad on Friday night. Oh, I hear you. There's Tim Dockery's in the house. My chat ain't staying caught up. Yes, Blues, it's a YouTube tournament. It's for YouTube channels. I've had a lot of people, and it wouldn't be hard to start you a channel, my friend. It's easy, and make you a video. Any video you could make up on what gear you use for fishing. Anything, put it up, start your channel. You've already got it started because you can come in here to chat with us. Appreciate that. I like my new green screen too. I've been messing with some stuff I want to put up. It's saying the picture's too big. I'm going to have to figure out a way to shrink the picture down. But the nighttime fishing, This is made by Boundary. It's a LED bulb. You can look online and find it. It's made by Boundary. And what it is, it's a regular light bulb. Now, it's all plastic, so, you know, it ain't so easy to be broke. You screw it into something that's just got like a two-way switch. You can't have a three-way switch, and it will charge. There's a lithium-ion battery inside here. And just take and let it charge up. And then if the power goes out, this light will come on. That gives you a light in your house. But you don't want a channel, just enjoy all. Well, Blues, are you a veteran? Answer me that. If you are a veteran, veterans do get to fish for free. But anyway, with this light comes this piece. Got a hook on there, but you see it's also got a button. You can charge these things up, and it will last about 6 hours, guys and gals. Boom. And you can hang it around your boat. I got 4 of them in my boat. It's about the brightness of a 60-watt light bulb. It's perfect for even if you're out there fishing off the bank, you can hang them in trees. There's Richard in the house keeping it real. Man, my chat is jumping. Fin seekers in the house, catfish and crappie. Oh, guys, if I miss your question or a comment, please excuse me. For some reason, my chat is jumping. Chad Mills is still down. I have to take a partner. Oh, I hear you. I hope he gets better from that, buddy. That ain't no fun. Chunky Cat's in the house. Oh, give them down the road, guys. I want to save it up for chat room, and I'm going to start the chat room next Wednesday night. And I'm going to try to get it set up where the backdrop will be doing some videos, flipping of pictures. I'm still working on how to figure out how to do that. I'll get it figured out, though. So y'all can come in here and chat away. Guys and gals that do have the blue wrenches, please, let's try to keep it PG. A lot of times, Bill of Rights is in the house. A lot of times, guys, y'all don't see them in chat, but we have some of our veterans and grandkids watching. So let's try to keep it to a bare minimum if we can. Yeah, Chunky, that's the same way, and that's what I want. I want to apologize because, guys, when I come in, all of you holler, and it ain't that I don't want to holler back at you. That's a lot of names, and that's why a lot of times I say, hello, everybody. I want to cover the bases because each and every one of you do matter. Each and every one of you, we couldn't have the shows without y'all at all. It means the world. And without our subscribers, without our watchers, we might as well sit and talk to a wall. It won't do no good. There's PD in the house. Appreciate you coming in, friend. But yeah, as far as the YouTube tournament, you do have to have a YouTube channel. But if you are a veteran, and I didn't see if the Blues actually, the reason I say Blues because I can't pronounce your first name. He didn't say if he was a veteran or not. Come back in there and let me know if you was a veteran or not, because I'd like for you to be able to come. And if you can't fish in it, we might try to figure out a way what we can work things out. Appreciate you even come and help, donate door prizes or whatever. We appreciate anything we get. Team Sling and Lead. Got quite a few. Would love to have more to give away, and I'm sure we will get more before that time comes. But as far as the show, guys, I want it to keep up. Sorry, sound like we're getting ready to get another storm. It's thundering like crazy out there. Nebraska Wildcats. Guys, a lot of new channels. Check them out. enjoy them, go see what's up with them, give them a little, share them a little love, try to help them get where they want to be. But the fish are biting, guys. The spawn is over in most places from what I'm seeing. I plan on going this week by the end of this week, and I hope to take you with me. But also, my gold prices is up, guys, and it's driving me crazy. I'm torn between the two. Bad. The gold prices are the highest that they have ever been. They closed out today at $1,965. They got up to $1,978. That's crazy. That's some of the craziest prices that's never got there. Never. So I'm torn between getting in the creek or getting in the boat, going to the lake. Either way, I'm going to take you with me. I'd like to take you in the creek with me and show you some of that action. There's Cat King. Guys, I apologize for not having a lot to talk about tonight. I figured y'all would have a lot of questions about the show and stuff coming up. What's going to be happening with Catfish Weekly? What's going to be happening with this show? I do not want none of you to leave either show. It's going to be both coming in to new things going on. We want to add a few more things to Catfish Weekly, maybe bring back a few more things that have been done away with. The barber business is going great for me, guys. I appreciate it. And if any of you local around my area of Kings Mountain, North Carolina, and you come across some hot pink, it needs to be hot pink pool noodles, the 3-inch. I can find the small ones all day long, but I need the big 3-inchers. Let me know where I can go pick them up. And if you happen to be there, buy all the pink ones that you can get your hands on, and I will meet you somewhere and buy them from you. I am totally out of the pink. The pink is selling. The hot pink is selling, guys. The green is selling. So, yeah, catfishing rules, guys. But with that kind of prices, K&B, it's hard not to go chase it because I no longer prospect. I got a creek that I actually mine. I actually know that when I go, I get gold. How much is all dependent on how hard I want to work at it. And, guys, that's got to do with anything, whether you're catfishing or what. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Somebody had a question, and it got away from me. Sorry about that. Oh, plans of making smaller floats for channel cast. Just curious. Yours worked great this weekend. The ones you sent me. I haven't really thought about it. I might need to add that to my list of other. I mean, I guess I can with the smaller pool noodles. Right now, I'm trying to get my inventory up to where I think there's twerking monkeys in the house. Michael, the energy is fake. No, I'm just kidding. I really believe in what I do. I really believe that Catfish Weekly has made a difference in the catfish world, and I hope that I have too. I hope that anything that I've said or done hasn't been misleading in no way, shape, or form for y'all. I always want to do what's positive and try to lead y'all. And guys, I don't have an answer for everything. A lot of you's been fishing, chasing the monster fish longer than I have. I'm trying to get out of the way to show my logo off a little bit. A lot longer than I have chasing the big fish. But now I've been fishing all my life. But there's a difference. a lot of you has a lot more experience on how to drag baits, anchor baits, set up on structure. There's a lot of stuff that goes on out there fishing that I'm still new at. I do pay attention, and I do want to bring you the best information for you to try to use at your discretion. You know, whether it'll work for you or not, that's up to you and how that you fish. Hey, she had already started on you, Muskrat. I just kind of instigated a little bit with the water cannon thing. But I just oh, that's JP3. I'm sorry. But I want to definitely stay in touch with each and every one of you on a personal level, like I hope that I have. Come on out, Chad. I need somebody that knows how to operate a number 2 shovel. Because everything that goes in my dredge comes out of my dredge, and my dredge is a 5-inch dredge. It's got a hose that big around that will pump 500 gallons of water a minute. It will hurt you. But everything goes in, comes out. There's Lyle in the house tonight. Well, you know, Mr. Lyle, let's see. I'm going to do something right quick. Lyle, if you're around, are you around your computer or house? I was going to bring you in tonight, and I should have called you earlier, but I've been so cotton picking busy, taking care of the neighbors' animals and stuff. They got 2 different neighbors that's out of town, so I'm taking care of their animals and going to see my mother in the hospital. So Brandon's outdoors. But anyway, so yeah, with the changes coming, I want to start bringing y'all in, say once a month. I want to do a show that's got our smaller YouTube channel so we can do shout outs to try to get you to that 1,000 mark. And Lyle, you want to come in tonight? Hold up, guys. Trying to do 2 things at one time on this computer, and my tail is just not that savvy. Here we go. Lyle, the link is sent. But I just, I want to make sure that I keep personal contact with each and every one of y'all, whether it's on Catfish Weekly or whether it's on here. The tournament is very important to me as far as bringing all y'all together. I really enjoyed it. I love meeting each and every one of you that was able to make it out here for the tournament. It was an honor, and the honor was all mine, knowing that y'all made the trip down here just for a trophy. The upcoming tournament next year will be a blast. I've got a lot of stuff in works. I'm trying to get the town of Gaston County to come behind us and maybe do a big weekend. So when the final date gets out for this tournament, guys, make a plan for the whole weekend. I'm really working on James, I'm working on something about that too. As far as the chat room. So we'll see how that goes. They say you can bring 20 people in, so we're gonna see how that works next week. I plan on it might become a cluster, but we'll see. It might be funny, There might be something somebody needs to record so we can put it out, make some money off of it. But that's what means the most to me, guys, is that y'all have supported my channel. Y'all helped me get to 1,000 and above. Y'all been in here every week to support me. And I ain't nothing. I'm just a dumb old country boy that loves catfishing, loves people, loves seeing other people catch catfish. There you go. That's it. Saving pennies. I see what they're talking about. America's out of change. We're out of change. I said, man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to save it all. I'm saving it from my blunderbuss. If y'all don't know what that is, look it up. It's what the pirates used to use. They'd shove nails, rocks, and everything else in the end of one of them rascals. But I want that tournament next year to be the ultimate. I really do. I want it. I want to go all out. They do a big thing out there. Oh my God, I just had a brain fart. They do tournaments all across this country for veterans and stuff. So I also want to do something that's just right down that line. I sent it through Messenger, Lyle. I mean, yeah, through Messenger, I think. I'm pretty sure I did. No. Well, it should have went. Oh, I sent it to the wrong person. I'm sorry, Lyle. My cousin was the last person to message with me, and I sent it to her. Duh. Here we go. There it is. Sorry about that, Lyle. I bet she's thinking, what the heck is James doing? He's sending me something to bring her in on a show. She's probably sitting back there laughing like crazy. There's Lyle. Sorry about that.
Let me turn the volume down on the other one. Man, I'm sitting here trying to figure out what's going on, and I didn't see no link, and you said you sent it. I'm looking at emails and everything else, wondering what the heck have I done?
She had sent me a message about the time I was sending you a link, and her message popped up as I was getting ready to send the link, and I sent it to her, and I bet she's sitting back there thinking, what the heck is he doing? She's down in Alabama, and I bet she's thinking I done lost my freaking mind.
I bet so, yeah.
Oh, she's hilarious. She's right down our line. She's funny and she's hilarious, but she ain't figured it out yet. She ain't sent me a big question mark yet.
Well, she will before the night's over, I'm quite sure. Man, I'm sorry I wasn't in here when you sent me that message. My daughter and grandson and her fellow was over here, and we had dinner, and I was outside shooting the bull with them, and I come in here, and I seen your message, and I thought, dang, I hope he ain't wanting something real serious, and then I popped on the show, and there everything was. But, hey, how is everybody tonight?
We all doing good. We've been fighting storms. We done had 2 or 3 come through and got one building on us right now. I can hear the thunder outside, and so far so good. It ain't knocked us off yet. So
it's raining here. Been raining all day. I'm trying to get my boat fixed so that I can be in this, get it ready for this tournament coming up that Chad's got going on, and you know, every time I get started on something, I get a message where James Dockery's talking crap about me, and I'm thinking, what is wrong with this guy?
Lyle, I think that tournament is going to be a hoot. I think it's going to be fun. It's even going to be fun for the people to watch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. When you get that many people that's involved with YouTube and everybody is in a different place fishing with their spouse, significant other, or whatever, and everybody's live at different times or the same time, and you can watch all of these couples all over the United States. It's going to be a ton of fun. I'm glad Chad D come up with that. I think it's just going to be a blast.
Yeah, yeah. You wasn't in here. Wampus Cat's on the water again this week. He said he won't bother us unless he gets into some monster cats tonight. So they run into some heavy traffic and stuff on the way to the lake. He's going back to Lake Baden in here in North Carolina, and that's where he's got, I think, a 68-pound flathead and a 62-pound blue out of them waters about this time last year.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so them guys don't play. They throw big baits. They throw big baits.
Big bait.
Yeah, he likes big crappies.
Well, I told you I wished I could use crappie for bait, but they won't allow that here.
Yeah, I mean, he'll use anything he can get his hands on as far as big baits. And like right now, he's wanting the big brim. I'm one of them people. I love to eat brim, especially on farm pond brim.
Yeah.
So I usually got a Ziploc baggie on the bank with me, one for heads and one for bodies. The bodies go to the house to go throw it in the grease, and the heads go to the lake.
That's right. Richard Ward, I see your message in here, and I have been wet 2 or 3 times today. I go out to work on the boat, and it stopped raining, and I'll get started on something where I've really got to finish instead of turn loose, and it'll come a goose grounder, and then I'm all wet, and I go inside, and just about the time I get dried off, then it stops for a little bit, and I'll go out there, and about the time I get going, here it comes again. And I have been wet and dry and wet and dry and wet and dry since about 2 o'clock this afternoon. So it just is what it is, but I'm trying really hard. I want to get this boat done because with things the way they are, we don't know when that new boat will be here. It may be here in 6 months, maybe be here in 3. It may be next year before it gets here. Hell, I'm not sure it'll ever get here. But this one is in the backyard, and it's mine, and it's paid for, and I'm going to get it running because it's not that it won't run. We're just trying to get some stuff fixed. It's been sitting for 2 years, and it's time to get it going.
Time to put it to work, ain't it?
It is, and I love that old boat. And Cindy said something, we might just buy a new one. I said, you know what, this is paid for. I kind of like it that way, and I see no sense in doing that right now. But
not when you getting ready. You might be getting ready to get another one anyway. So
that's right. Yeah. So we'll see how that works out. I wasn't going to do that anymore, but the guy said, you made a deal. We got a deal. You're going to help me, and I'm going to help you, and I'm held up to my end of the deal. So you need to order another boat. So I did. They sold it. Ordered another one. They sold it, and now they can't get it. So we'll see how it works out and go for there. But I'm glad that you invited me on here. It's good to be on the other end of these for a while. But you know what? We're going to have some fun with each other being on the same end from now on out for a while.
Well, yeah, and I mean, that's why I didn't really plan on not a whole lot for tonight's show. Maybe be able to answer some more questions because we did wait to the end of Monday night's show to kind of announce it, and I just kind of wanted to leave it open if anybody had any questions or concerns or anything. Just kind of get the word out that we both shows is going to keep going.
Yep.
We got goals for both shows. We got obligations for both shows for certain things, and I think that it's only right that we do keep both going simply because, I'm looking, my main thing is the YouTube tournament and the honor guard, and also guys helping y'all grow as channels. On Catfish Weekly, we discuss that a lot to check out each other's channel, but this is some of the upfront and foremost of what Patriot Catfishers has been since day one. Lyle, I mean, I know I didn't get to talk to you today. There's Irvin. I ain't seen Irvin in a while. He must have been on the road a lot here lately. Hadn't got to see old Irvin in a while. I hope you're out there being safe, my friend. We do need the truck drivers every day. But get our stuff to us. I went to a couple bait and tackle shops, and these guys the shelves are starting to look bare, Lyle.
James, I have a theory about that. I think I've mentioned to you that the Walmart that we have in the little town of Buffalo, Missouri, where I live, is the world's smallest Walmart. They call it Small Mart. And they're running everything out of these stores. And my theory about this is all these big corporations and companies have tons and tons and tons of stuff sitting in warehouses that's been sitting there for no telling how long, and they're not putting anything new out until they shove all this old stuff on everybody and make us buy all the old crap up. And once it's done, then you'll see a whole bunch of new stuff come out in these stores again. I just believe that because I've seen stuff in these stores that I swear has 3-year-old dust on them.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. And Glenn said it right. China's pissed off at us.
Well, they are. And I don't see that getting any better for a while.
That's what I say to China. Keep it.
Yep, that's right.
If they quit selling it, guess what'll happen, Lyle? We still need it. So somebody will start making it.
That's exactly right. And that should be benefit everybody.
You daggum right. So if any of you in here are inventors or entrepreneurs, guess what? Take advantage of the market right now. Jump on that bandwagon and get you some of it.
I see the Chad has picked up on James Dockery stuff, talking about small people and small stores. And he's been following old Dockery around too long. I don't know what them two's got planned for tomorrow night, but somehow I got a bad feeling.
Yeah, it's going to be, it might be, I'm like you. I'm just going to sit back and watch it.
Yeah.
Here goes Doctor. So glad that grumpy old man's on tonight.
Oh, dude, I tell you what, if there was ever two people that was meant to do one together, them two guys, for a couple of guys that just had an idea and come out with this a few weeks ago, they've become a big hit. I'm thrilled for them. There's a bunch.
Uh-oh. We just lost you, Lyle. We just lost your mic or something. Hello. We lost his mic. There's Half Crazy Catfishing. Appreciate you coming in. We still lost your mic, Lyle. No audio. It says you muted it. You muted it. I didn't mute you on my side.
How about that?
There you go.
Yeah, I didn't know I did either, but stranger things have happened. I was saying, James, the Chad and James Dockery, they have got a really fun thing going.
Yes.
Elstan, Roger. There's several people, and guys, don't get mad because I can't remember all your names and who all's doing what, but there's a lot of quality stuff for us all to watch every night of the week now. Let's face it, for what we all like to watch on TV, there's not a catfishing show on every day, and there's sure enough not catfishing shows all day. But we can get together, all of us can get together at night and take turns watching each other and share what each other's doing and have a good time. And I'm going to tell you, James, and you know this as well as anybody, I'm going to have fun with old James Dockery.
Yes.
And now, Chad, he's going to let me drag him into it also, or he's going to drag me into where I have to get on him. But James Dockery and I have known each other and got on each other for a long time. And that's probably not going to stop. And it's okay because he's a super nice guy and we're just having fun with each other. And people that don't understand that, they might be watching the wrong two guys.
Well, I told him I can't wait till that day happens that me and him can actually meet, shake hands,
Yeah.
And a lot of them on here, but me and James talk on the phone, not quite as much as me and you do, but
Yep.
I think the world of him. And guys, when I consider you and call you a friend, I promise you, I do not take in words lightly.
Well, like I say, you get Avid and Joey Kirby and Stacy Gaston and some of the guys that's on here, Catfish Headhunters.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of quality people on here doing shows.
Yes.
Some of them have more experience than others. But
Right.
how are you going to get that experience if you don't do it?
Exactly right.
You and I both started out that way. When we started doing Catfish Weekly, there was nobody doing anything remotely close to it, and we hadn't have a clue if we was doing it right or not.
Right.
But it has worked out, and you've been, I think, very successful with what you do, and I think these guys will be successful too.
Oh yeah, yeah, and it's and guys that are in here, guys and gals, if y'all gals, y'all need to start your one too. You know, pay attention to what your supporters want from you. I mean, it ain't something that you have to do every show because that's what they're wanting, but pay attention to what they're saying. Pay attention to what they're saying, because a lot of times they might be asking you to do stuff that you didn't even think about, or
That's
bring
right.
up things that you didn't even think about. And some of it might be good, some of it might be not as good, or they might ask questions and everybody said, well, don't ask a stupid question. Well, I don't look at anything as a stupid question.
I agree.
If you got a question, then you want an answer, and we will, Lyle or I will find out. If we don't know it, we will find somebody else that does know it and get you an answer to the best that we can.
100% correct. You know, we was talking about these people going live and doing stuff. I watched Ohio Catfish Chasers a while ago. Done a pretty good job. And Brandon and Betty was live the other night, and I want to say it was either Saturday night or Sunday night. Very entertaining. There's just a lot of this going on, and I realize this is not catfishing shows, so to speak, like on TV, but it's extremely entertaining, and you get to know each and every one of these people. They become your friends, so you look forward to them coming on the next time they come on. I'm impressed with the way the community has picked this up and is carrying on with it, and I think it's a wonderful thing for the entire sport.
I tell you what we need to do, Lyle.
What's that?
We need to take a Saturday or a Sunday and do a marathon. A marathon live shows start at, say, lunchtime at 12 o'clock on Saturday. And I guess Palmetto, since he normally goes live on Sunday, let him go first, and then Lyle will be next, and then Stacy and them if they on here. If not, we also got Muskrats going live on Tuesday nights right now. Take that up, then I go, and then Thursday night will be James and Chad. Friday night will be Avid. Headhunters on Saturday night, and just do a marathon, roll it around. Anybody else wants to jump in, they come right in and do a live show right after. And let's just do a whole day or a whole weekend, if you want to, of live shows.
That's a great idea.
You know, if y'all think about it, y'all like it, give us a thumbs up. I'm trying to figure out different ways, Lyle, that we can all get together and do stuff like that. And if you're out fishing, let everybody know. Let us know that you're out fishing, and to start watching for your lives to come on. Plus, if you out fishing on a Wednesday night, text me ahead of time. If you got a good daggum signal, let us know.
Yeah.
If you get on fish, send me a text. I'll send you a link, or I'll send you a link before the show ever starts. So if you get on fish, all you got to do is click on it and come in. Same thing with Lyle. If you're doing it on a Monday night, send Lyle a message. Hey, I'm out fishing. Or send me a message. I keep forgetting I'm on there with you now. Send either one of us a message, and we'll get a link out to you so we can bring you in. I think that would be fun, Lyle.
I do too. And on a Sunday afternoon, since I've nearly quit watching any kind of sports because they won't stand up for our national anthem and our flag, that works for me because I've never thought I'd ever say it, but I've swore off baseball, football, NASCAR, all the stuff that I've loved to do on the weekends. I don't do no more, and something like that would fit in very nicely as long as I'm not fishing.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, I think it would be cool to say like tonight. I didn't have a whole lot of scheduled tonight. If there would have been more than one person out fishing tonight, whether it be Chunky Cats or Betty and them or Wampus Cat or James Docker or anybody, hey, we'll bring you in for a couple minutes.
Yep.
Show off your fish, show off what you're doing, show us your boat.
Heck yeah.
And, you know, and we jump right back to the next one. I'd love to have a show where I got 5 or 6 people out on boats fishing to bring each one of them in or bring them all in at a time. But didn't you tell me that we can bring in 20 people into chat?
I think that's what the new deal is. Yeah, I think so.
I wonder
I
if
don't know
that's
where you're going to put them all, but.
Well, I was thinking about that might be a way for me to do a chat room.
Yeah.
Bring 20 people in here and let them go at it. What was that old show that they had mostly actors and comedians where they lined them up across the top and across the bottom? They always was giving each other a hard time.
Hollywood Squares.
Hollywood Squares. Son,
hey,
can you imagine
tell how old I really am if you ain't careful.
That's what it looked like, wouldn't it? I used to laugh at them guys. What was that old guy? His name was Paul something.
Yeah, I can't think of his last name. Most of them guys are gone.
Yeah, he was almost every show, and that son of a gun store stirred up more BS than two Chinese radios.
You know, James, we're in here with a bunch of people in the chat that may not be old enough to remember that show.
Probably not. Well, Mr. Dockery might be. He's pushing them numbers right there. It was probably still a little bit before his time, but
I'm not sure. But I think he's older than you and I.
He might be. I think he's just trying to pull some legs.
That's right.
But if that's the case, he waited a little bit late in life to start reproducing then, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I'm still trying to figure out how to bring in to use different people's videos to run in the background without getting a copyright strike. Like if next week I'm going to have 4 different people on that show, I'd like to be able to run y'all's videos on the green screen behind me.
Yeah, that's going to take some searching.
Kentucky, what are you trying to get a rise out of me? I done missed your comment. Let me scan back up here and see what he's trying to do. Hollywood Squares. Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
He must have said something else. Re-say it, my friend. You can't hurt my feelings. You know that. Michael said he's 43, but he loved the show. Little Richard was always on the top. Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
I'm 43 every day of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's bottom dollar in here. What's up, my friend?
I got to tell you, my daughter just left here and she's in her 40s. So if that gives you any idea.
Yeah. Mine ain't quite hit it, though, but that's all right. Yeah, I mean, Roger's doing a good job. He's getting his feet wet into the show. And, guys, that's what you got to do. You just got to jump in feet first and see what goes. I mean,
careful, Chad.
Uh-oh.
And, yes, Kentucky Cat Man. Yeah, I wished I was 43 again, too. 30s and 40s were some of my favorite times of my life.
But I wouldn't trade where I'm at today for nothing in the world.
No, me either.
You know, I'd like to get rid of the back pain and the back problems, but, you know.
Absolutely.
Hey, but life makes you who you are today, the good and the bad.
That's exactly right.
And it's life's a choice. And if you choose to use that stuff against yourself, then I'm sorry for you. But if you choose to use the bad situations to make it a positive, more power to you, my friend.
That's right. Hey, there's Keith Smart in here. Welcome to Patriot Catfishers of America, Keith.
Yeah, there's Keith. And things, my daggum, for some reason, my chat is jumping. It'll wait a second, then it jumps, and if it's right there at the bottom, I miss it. But yeah. Now, is Keith somebody you know? Lyle?
Do what?
Is Keith Smart somebody that you know?
Yeah, Keith has been followed Catfish Weekly for years and years. Great supporter. Won a few prizes over the years. He's just a really cool guy. Been fishing for a long time and watched our show forever.
I hear you. Well, I didn't know, guys. I have been in and out. I really hadn't been on Facebook much today. J.R. Warskow, today's your birthday. Well, congratulations, my friend.
Happy birthday. Heck yeah. Just tell them like my mother used to. You're 29. She was 29 every year for about 30 years.
On StreamYard, you can send a link to yourself and open up the link on a different device to show videos. I'll have to try that. My problem is that I want to show other people's videos, like during the time I'm going to run it as a chat room, Kevin, and I don't want to get copyright strikes. I know how to do it, and the only way that I know right now that you can do that is to get whoever I'm going to bring in the show to give me permission to go into your channel and pull it directly off of your channel. And if I do that, then what it does, it'll leave a code in there so I don't get that strike. But yeah, there's a lot of different things I'm learning, Lyle, now that you can actually do with StreamYards. I was trying to keep it basic because a lot of times I'm running the last minute when I run up here to get into the cabin. Like tonight, I'm probably going to get my tail soaking wet going back down to the house.
It's going to be bad for a few days, but you know what? We was needing some rain. You know, James, if you don't mind, we got to talking Monday night on Catfish Weekly, and then later on, I seen Roger DeMint was talking last night about some lights that he had to put on his boat. And I want to give him a holler because I sent him a message today, and he went out, took pictures, sent me links. And in fact, the Amazon links that he sent me are still up on my computer about these lights because I have an idea, something I wanted to try, and answered a bunch of questions about the width and fitting them up underneath the trim on the boat and different things. I wanted to thank him for doing that because he didn't have to do that, but that just goes to show the camaraderie that we all got in a group that follows each other around, and it should always be that strong. But it was very nice of him to do that. He'd been somewhere and come home and took pictures that he didn't have and took the time to do that for me. It was really nice of him to do that.
Yeah, I think he posted up the link. Give him some good looking lights.
Yeah, they are, and he says the two-sided tape or whatever it is that you just stick them on, says when you put it on there, it's solid, it ain't going nowhere, and the lights are real bright. Like I say, he answered all the questions that I had about those, and it's pretty cool.
I like to have him in red, white, and blue to go around my boat.
That's what I was thinking. I'm figuring out a way to do that.
Yeah, but you wasn't on when I showed that a little while ago. That light bulb right there, Lyle, they made by Boundary. They're good to have in your home. They're emergency storm lights.
Oh, okay.
You screw it into a lamp or something that's only got a two-way switch on it, and it's actually got a battery in there. And if the power goes out, this will come on.
Wow.
And it gives you light in your house in case the power goes out. You still got light, and they'll stay on for about 5 or 6 hours.
That's cool.
And they also come with this little piece right here. You can take it out, and you can carry it around your house.
Wow.
I got 4 of them on my boat and my tackle pack. So if I decide to go bank fishing tonight or want to be on the boat, then I got a light. And it's like a 60-watt light bulb.
Wow.
Works great. Plus, if you're out on the bank fishing, you got trees around you, you can just hang them from the tree limbs and you can light it up. I'm going to try something. I'm going to go to one of the Hobby Lobbies, and, they make this stain for stained glass windows.
Uh-huh.
It's transparent. I thought about dipping it in like red, because red don't draw bugs.
Right.
That's the color red, guys. It draws the least amount of bugs to you. I put that a long time ago. I put that different color rope light on my boat so I could change the colors to see. And when I got to the red, the bugs just wasn't attracted to it. Nowhere near like the blue and the green. The green really draws them, and white, of course. But guys, anytime y'all come across something like this light, or like Muskrat had the lights for the boat, then it was I look like out there when I had all them lights on red. Muskrat, I look like a brothel, a floating brothel out there on the water.
I don't know about a brothel. I got 2 of these bad boys. I'm in love with them. Can't wait to get on the water to try them out.
Well, I don't know what time it is. Let me look. Oh, let's go ahead and give a set away.
Man, I can't get over this green screen deal where the green one, it disappears. That just blows my mind.
Yeah, I meant to get me a little. Donna's got some of them little old double-sided sticky dots down there at the house. I thought about getting me one put on my forehead. Look like I've been shot in the head and got a hole in my head.
Hey, you know what? You talking about a marathon thing? I think Chunky had a marathon going on last night. 7 or 8 fish he caught. He was on there for 2 or 3 hours. What an entertaining night last night was for him.
Yes. I had went to bed and got up, of course, with the cramps and the spasms. I'll get up all hours of the night, and I usually catch somebody on there going live or posting up a video. And I sat in there for a while. I was doing countdowns with them and trying to get that one about work. We done the 99 balls of beer on the wall, and it got down to 3, and the rod started getting hit. And I thought, man, that was so close. It was fun. I loved stuff, and he had a lot of people.
Had a lot of people. I don't believe that there's anybody that does shows, live feeds of any kind that's any more high energy than Elstan is. When he gets a bite, I mean, that is entertainment at its finest.
Yep. I bet he sleeps like a rock.
He'd have to. He's wore out by the time he gets home. And it was really neat of his wife to jump in there last night. First time I'd seen her in there, and enjoyed that. Whole thing was really cool.
Yep. I say I had went and laid back down before she come on. I didn't even know she was there. All right, let's spin her up and see who we're going to send a set of the orange bobbers. And guys, the ones that I'm sending out right now, and I about whittled it down, was some of the first ones I made. But these are a little bit different on the change. These got the 1-inch PVC inside. I went down to 3/4, so you no longer see the PVC. So they're still top of the line. They're still great products. And let's spin it up. Mr. Tim Dockery.
Well, at least it wasn't James Dockery.
Huh?
At least it wasn't James Dockery.
See, wait, you poking the bear, you know you're going to get him right. But, Tim, I think you might be here in North Carolina, my friend. Get a hold of me. If you are, we'll get up, shake hands. I'll deliver you a set of bobbers. These are orange. One's got a green light on it, if I can find the camera. And the other one might have, both of them's got green lights. But either way, if you want a blue light in them, I can change it and put it to blue. Running Late Fishing's in the house. Appreciate you coming in, Josh. Great guy.
Tim.
But guys, I appreciate everybody coming in and supporting us. And I know Lyle does, and each one of us that have the shows on here. Like I said Monday night, we don't have a show without y'all.
That's exactly right. And a lot of people don't realize that, but it doesn't matter if it's Patriot James or if it's me or if it's El Stan or whoever it is. Without the people watching us and egging us on or to get on James Dockery or Chad or each other, without the entertainment factor, there is no show. And each one of the viewers that watch this are a huge part of the success of any of us that do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, and that's a fact. And y'all make it entertaining for us. You know, there's a lot of days, and I can tell you guys, there's some nights that you really just don't feel like dragging yourself out and setting up and getting ready to go on there. And a lot of times when we get on here, we try to
got that bad boy.
Got him. And we try to stay smiles and laughing and stuff. But a lot of times it's y'all in the chat room that makes it all worthwhile.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, I know there's some future shows that there's a couple people that I truly enjoyed watching on Catfish Weekly. I've talked with Lyle that Ted, how do you say his last name?
Ellen Becker?
Yes. I would love to have him back on again on Catfish Weekly because he is so informative.
Yeah.
He knows how to talk and get that information out to you where you understand what he's talking about.
Ted's a great public speaker. He does great seminars. He's excellent at explaining stuff. And if you don't get what he's getting to you, if you can get the question to him, which on a show like ours, you can send it through chat and we can get it to him, Ted will answer it and he'll make it to where you understand where he's coming from and where he's headed to.
Right. And see, I want to also, and me and you talked about it, Lyle, is I want to have a show with you and Doc again. I want to have both of y'all in there because, guys, and I promise you don't, I hope none of you take this wrong. I'm wanting to start bringing some old school back. Me and Lyle talked about this. There's nothing wrong with technology, depth finders, GPSs. There's nothing wrong with using the tools that you have. All right, Tim. There's nothing wrong with that. But what happens when you get out on the lake or out on the river and all of a sudden your depth finder just bites it? You don't want to go home. You still want to fish. A lot of times that old ways of fishing will either save your day of fishing or send you home skunked or save your butt from running up on a sandbar or a gravel bar. Use a lot of reading the land, reading the water, look for back eddies and stuff like that. You see back eddies in the water, you know that there's something causing that current change.
That's right.
And this is stuff that can actually save your life and turn a bad day of fishing into a good day of fishing. So, you know, that's what I want to do. I want to bring back some of that stuff. And I'd love to see somebody have a tournament that comes out that the only thing that you can use is Navionics. No depth finders or nothing like that. The reason I say Navionics only is because Navionics can save your life.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, that's the main reason I say leave it, but leave the depth finders at home.
There's a guy used to want to do tournaments that way, but you never could get anybody to do a tournament that way. If they're spending $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 on a depth finder, you can't make them take it off. They're not going to. So,
right. But I mean, just some kind of like a fun YouTube tournament like we're having. Just for fun, that there's no money really involved, maybe just some trophies or just bragging rights.
Right.
You know, it's like Richard Warskow right now. He's won 3 of them coffee can tournaments. Well, he got a big old bullseye on his back.
I guarantee it.
And they talk more junk, but they're having a blast.
That's it.
You know, and he knows that's what it is. And, you know, and every time he goes fish at the next one, he needs to swing for the fences on that one too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Here's a pretty cool statement. Michael Murillo says, Dieter says you can still fish without sonar. And even though Dieter says it, I will have to agree with that.
Oh, is he in here?
I don't know. But Michael Murillo heard him make that statement, and it's a true statement, even if Dieter did say it.
Michael Murillo said, "Amen, Patriot. I have always wanted to hear from you two about catfish and instincts, and have developed over the year old school. You're right, and that's what I want to do. Is maybe a show like that, Lyle, that more of the older school guys that we can do a show and maybe do a long show. Bring in 2, 3, 4 of them in at different times to go over different techniques that they have learned over the years that the depth finders only made it better."
Yep. I remember when there wasn't depth finders. I remember the first depth finder that we had was one of the old flashers.
Yeah.
My gosh, James, when them flashers come out, and Doc and I have talked about this before, when them flashers come out, that was a huge deal. You had a flasher, you could tell if there was stuff on the bottom, you could tell if how deep the water was. Before that, you just let your sinker down till it hit bottom, tried to guess how far up it was. Because in those days, we didn't have line counter reels either.
No. And I'm going to tell you, old Mac Byram up on Lake Norman, he does a technique when he's long line drifting. He's drifting in deep water. He's got his planer boards out there, or he's just drifting without the planer boards. He knows how much weight he's got on there with his slinky weights, how long his line needs to be, at what depth will that thing drag at how fast his boat goes. He's got that down to a science that he knows how far his line goes out, how fast his boat needs to be. And he might be in 80 foot of water, but he might be dragging his baits in 20 foot of water.
Right.
And that's not using electronics. That's
right.
Just looking to see how fast your boat's going and stuff like that. And guys and gals, that stuff right there will carry you a long ways. It will turn a bad day into a good day.
I've watched some of Mac's videos. He's a very intelligent gentleman. Love to meet him sometime. But I think he's about as old school and hardcore as it gets from a perspective of a guy that I don't know, but I feel like I can take him at his word of what he says to be gospel.
Yes. And that's the kind of, now he goes to bed early at night. So the odds of us being able to get him on a show is probably none.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Just like he'd love to come fish in the tournament, but he could not get up and be mobile that early in the morning to get down there to come fishing. Because I was going to put him on. I told him, I said, just show up. Come down here the night before. He said, I can't sleep in no bed but mine, because I was going to put him on the boat with Dieter. And it worked out. Big Nasty got on the boat, put a big fish in the boat, and took it all home with him. But and that's cool too. But that's what I want to do, guys and gals. With me and Lyle, I want to start bringing some stuff like that, because Lyle knows people. But one more thing before we call it a night, Lyle.
Okay.
Is Chad is starting up that new YouTube couples tournament.
Mm-hmm.
We got guys out in Missouri. We got guys out in California, down in Texas, New Mexico. I'm going to talk with Chris again, Muddy River. Chris said that he likes the idea of him starting one down there in New Mexico, a YouTube tournament. I never once, guys and gals, ever wanted my tournament to be the only one, because that's Lyle. How far is it for you to here to North Carolina? 9, 10 hours?
I think it's like 14.
Oh, 14 hours.
It's a long. I couldn't make it one way in a day.
Right.
We have to stop too many times for my legs and stuff. So it'd take me 2 days to get there, 2 days to get back. So like I told you, if I come out there, we're going to have to be gone 7 or 8 days.
Right. Well, and that would give you an opportunity to fish a couple different lakes that we got around here,
Oh,
and
I plan on that.
and fish with a couple different people out here. And we'll just make plans to have a meet and greet, maybe come out on a weekend, and we all can go out and maybe have a little local tournament against all of us. Just a bragging rights tournament, just to talk junk and have fun and stuff like that. But guys, anytime y'all coming in town around this area, give us a holler. I'd love to meet you at a boat landing or something somewhere, shake your hands.
Absolutely.
But yeah, as far as the YouTube tournament, guys, if you're interested in starting up another one out there in your area, mainly because it's too far for you to travel out here to this one, give me a holler. I'll be glad to help you any way I can to figure out how to do the live streaming and stuff like that, and trophies, and raise money for an honor guard or for a good cause in your area. That's what the YouTube tournament's all about. It ain't about the money thing. It's all about doing something for a good cause and helping some other people, guys. Good Lord's bless each and every one of us, and we need to give back.
In case people doesn't realize it, James, there's an honor guard in every area. And these guys are probably the youngest. Most of them are probably Vietnam years or older. And now I'm sure that there's some of the Desert Storm guys coming in there now. But these guys need assistance. They need help. And they do all this out of their own pocket, out of their own time. And this is something that we need to make sure is carried on for years to come. I was aware of it, but not to the extent of it as I am now since you've been doing your tournament. There was another guy here in Missouri that done a tournament, but he's so flaky and shady on different things that I just didn't want to get too involved with that. But these organizations like that need support. And what a better way of giving them support than having a little fun fishing.
Chad, give him a big hug and a thanks from Patriot James. Your father was a Vietnam veteran.
Heck
and guys,
yeah,
and
man.
that that's what I always want to do, is honor each and every one of y'all that have served. It takes, whether you seen wartime or not, you signed on that dotted line. They could have called your name at any time. And so don't ever feel like just because you didn't serve in wartime that you're less of a person or less of a veteran, because you earned them stripes. You earned that name. And we'll always honor you with that. But yeah, so if you want to start another tournament out there, guys, please do. I really want it to go out. And also, Lyle, the money that we give to the honor guard, they want to use it for wreaths across America. And if any of y'all don't understand what that is every Christmas they put wreaths on all the veterans' graves. The wreaths are $15 a piece. So please go on their website. They got a Facebook page. Join and like their Facebook page so you can keep up with things going on. And when they start doing fundraisers to raise the money to put them wreaths out, and share it, guys. Get your family and friends involved in this so that every veteran can have a wreath at Christmas. We come up shortish last year, Lyle. Our goal was 5,000. We ended up with 2,800 and like 2,890. So we come up real short. And I am dang determined to make that 5,000 this year. Even though we didn't get to have the tournament, I got to do my part.
Yep, I understand. And I'm so proud of what you guys are doing out there. I know you work extremely hard at this. And one thing that people don't understand, there's a limited amount of money for these guys, and they're trying to do so much with so little. And these are American heroes. These are true American heroes. If there ever was, it's our military people. Regardless of what the far left-wing guys say, these are the people that we should be so very proud of, and I am, and I know you are, and I know most of all the people I know are.
Yeah, it's
Thank you for your service, Buckeye.
yes, sir, buddy. All day long. It's an honor. I get to meet with these guys and go eat lunch with some of them, and it's just an honor to sit down and talk with them and listen to some of the stories. And one of the big thing, guys, and Buckeye and any of you that's in here that did serve or got family members that served and are not on the honor guard, I'm calling you out. I'm putting you on a guilt trip. They need help. The younger generation is not stepping up, guys, and these guys are not getting younger. Joe over the honor guard here in Gaston County, Lyle, it broke my heart. He said, James, who's going to come give me my 21 guns?
Yeah, it's too bad. You know, I understand that these younger guys have families and stuff that they're doing, and maybe they'll step it up when they get a little while longer. But some of these guys, like you're saying, they're a little past their prime, but they're still pulling their part, and they need some assistance from the younger generation. So if you can do it, please consider helping these guys out, because they not only done their duty, they're continuing to do it.
They signed that line for life.
That's right. There's no expiration on that.
No, there's not. Well, I'll
Running late.
you.
Tell your father thank you for his service also.
Yes, each and every one of you. And I'll give you a little short story. My mother had 5 brothers, Lyle. Lost one in World War II. The other one served in World War II and in Korea. He was actually at the Battle of the Bulge.
Wow.
And him and a good friend of mine's father was the only 2 that come out of that valley when Custer said, well, I should have kissed the SOB. You know, he hit that general.
Right.
Because they ended up losing a lot of people to friendly fire.
Right.
And him and my buddy's father was the only 2 of 82nd Airborne that come out of that valley. And her other 3 brothers served in Nam all at the same time, 1 Army, 1 Navy, and Marine. Can you imagine the BS talk that they go on between them 3?
Oh. Yeah.
So, guys and gals, I come from a long line of veterans. My father served, my cousin served. I did not get to serve. So, to me, it's my duty as an American to give back to them.
And that's exactly how I feel about it, because I didn't either. S. Smith, thank you and your entire family for their service.
Yes. So, that being said, didn't mean to bring none of you down, guys. I just I want to bring awareness to all of y'all that these gentlemen out here, a buddy of mine's father passed away, and it was storming and raining, and these old gentlemen sitting out there, standing, full attention, giving the honors to their fallen brother. It's an honor. These guys honor each other. That is, I wished each and every American honored each other like they do.
That's exactly right. My dad passed away when I was 15 in 1973, and honor guard was there at his funeral, and I'll never forget it. And that's why this stuff is so close to me. And then I had 2 sons that served, so yeah, it gets to you, and if you're around much of that, you'll understand why. But all of the people that serve, we can never repay you for what you've done. There's no way. All we can do is say thank you and hope for some little bit of amount of time that's enough to pass you by until the next time somebody says that.
That's why each and every one of you fly a flag at your home. And also, please put a flag on your boat. There's a lot of roadways, a lot of bridges across waters, guys. And if you're a veteran and you're having a bad day, you think this world's kicking you down, kicking you in the teeth, you feel like you see all this bad junk on the news and everything like that, and you come across the water as a veteran, you look out over that water and you see 10, 15, 100 boats, all of them flying Old Glory, then you think, it was not in vain.
That's right.
God bless America, guys. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you, Lyle, for jumping in here. Sorry about the late call.
No problem. Anytime, James. Glad to do it. See everybody Monday night on Catfish Weekly.
Tomorrow night, James Docker and the Chad, they're going to have they're going to have the headhunter on their show tomorrow night. Friday night Avid, Saturday night, I think Headhunters going on. Oh, I got a question for guys for Saturday night is Headhunters. Tuesday night right now is
Muskrat.
So I've got a guy I want to bring in. He's got the same name as I do, Jimmy Smith. The man's catching some big fish, a lot of big fish, but he cannot do Monday nights or Wednesday nights because of his work schedule. Said he can do Tuesdays or Saturdays. I would like to maybe, if one of them would like to maybe co-host with me and let me bring him into the show one night on their nights, if that would be possible. If that's possible, Norm or Roger, message me and say yay or nay. I do not want to step on toes. That's why I do want to ask ahead of time. But if that's possible, I'd like to bring him in on the next round. So give me a message. Sorry, old Wampus Cat must not be on the fish, or he done got rained out one. So
it happens. Betty Dean, thank you for your service as a VA nurse for 6 years. That's outstanding.
Oh, you daggum right. Thank you, lady. That's special people right there too.
You betcha.
I got quite a few. Jeff Manning was a vet. I mean, he was a medic.
There's no better person in the world than Jeff Manning.
Jeff's a trip. He's good people, man. He's a trip. We got to get him back on another show one night. We do.
I did not know for a long time that Dieter Melhorn was a military person.
They served together.
Bless old Dieter for that. I mean, he don't talk about it much, and some people don't. But it's nice to know that one of the predominant guys in our sport was military, and we want to thank Dieter for that also.
Yes, sir. Each and every one of you. That being said, God bless y'all guys, and we'll see y'all in chat tomorrow night. Get wound up and let's give Mr. Docker in chat a hard time.
Absolutely.
Y'all take care. See y'all later.